Greetings. So happy Day of the Dead. Okay. Um so if you guys celebrate the Day of the Dead, or you celebrate your ancestors, or you celebrate them every day, we can celebrate our ancestors in a multitude of ways. So this reading is dedicated to our deceased loved ones, known and unknown to us. So we're just, we're sending them love and light and reverence and honor and gratitude to them on the other side. So this is an honoring, a remembrance of our ancestors, and any transformative messages that they may have for us. So we're just going to focus on connecting with our ancestors, their wisdom, honoring the past, and also seeking guidance maybe for the future. So um yeah, I hope this reading is going to be helpful. So let's get started. Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to um, do is ask, at present, what is it that our ancestors want us to, either a past energy in this present moment, that they wish to reveal, or maybe any ancestors that are present with us, like who? Okay. All right. Let me use these for the facts. And happy Friday, by the way, for some of you. It is Friday, Venus Day. So perfect to honor the ones that we love. Before I start, I want to let me spray my Chenoa water that I made. We're gonna spray this. It is one of the waters I call my ancestor water because the smell. I feel like we like that smell. You know, I'm gonna light a cigar and blow the smoke just really quick for them. I don't have a shot on me, so I can't take a shot for them. But let me do this real quick. Yes, for our ancestors. Just give a big old smoke for them. Okay. Seven of Nines try to fly out. So I feel like it's a feminine, a woman ancestor, okay, that wants to come through. Okay. What ancestor or past energy is present with this collective that is here to seek guidance and a message? These cards. Yeah. Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles, definitely feminine energy. Past energy, Nine of Pentacles. It's like, remember your worth, baby girl. Remember your worth, baby boy. Okay. This feels like a mothering energy. So it could be a grandmother. Um, yeah. I feel like this is a feminine energy that is very protective, but this could be a grandmother that, or I said grandmother, but I didn't mean to say that. But yeah, maybe for some of you, this is your grandmother that is passed on. Could be a mother figure, someone that raised you. Could have been an aunt that raised you as their child. Your grandmother raised you as their child. Um, and I feel like she like made things for you. She knitted things for you. Um, yeah, she made things for you guys, or she took really good care of you. Maybe one of her favorite things was knitting, sewing, clothing, and she could have been a Bible toting, or just very knowledgeable of scriptures, or just like always had words of wisdom to encourage you. So that past energy is present in this particular ancestor. I feel like it's present with you. Um, Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see. What messages do your ancestors have for you? Any wisdom, insight that they wish to share with you at this time? I'm gonna pull some oracle cards too, by the way. I just want to start off with the tarot. We'll get more messages from there. Mother of Baskets. Yeah. Mother of Baskets is the Mother of Cups or the Queen of Cups. So this could be someone's mother for sure on the other side. And her message to you from the past is to be receptive to love, that you're not alone, that you are loved. So I feel like that's like a very clear shot message. Okay. Okay. So this is like a beautiful message and energy. Okay. Um, yeah, I feel like for some of you, if it's not like your blood mother, this could be someone that just raised you as their child, and they want you to know that you're loved and that to receive love here in the present as you're still in this present life, whether they're here or not, doesn't matter. To receive love, be open to it, okay? And I feel like they had a lot of love for you, like a basket full of love. And maybe they called you like a hmm, I might not be able to pinpoint exactly, but I feel like the energy of like this nickname is like they called you a bundle of love, a basket full of love, a something like it was like a cute kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but some of you it's like something of love. Okay. All right. What else wants to come through? Something about math. Okay, you could be really good at math, or maybe you struggled in math and it was like maybe she helped you, she encouraged you. Okay, so what ancestral patterns or cycles are you being called to heal or break? Like any ancestral wounds or patterns that you need to release yourself and your lineage of? Let's see. All right. You got two cards that flew out. I'm not taking these in reverse at all. There's a lot of mother energies coming through. That's what I was picking up. So Mother of Knives, which is the mother or the Queen of Swords, and you have Courting, which is the Lover's card. Bottom of the deck is the Mother of Sticks, which is the Mother of Wands or the Queen of Wands. So you almost have all the mothers except for the Mother or the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be literally like your mother is like a some of you guys water sign, air signs, fire signs, maybe grandmothers. But when it comes to like the ancestral patterns that you need to break and or for your lineage, this has something to do with choices in relationships. Some of your mother energies or grandmothers or mothers in your family, if they're not your own mothers, okay, the mothers that gave birth to your bloodline, they may have made decisions for multiple reasons to marry, okay, or date for certain reasons other than love, or they didn't choose the people that they really wanted to be with. There was some sort of um, mismatch. Some of your parents or I get this energy like they were not pleased with some of the choices. Like some of the parents were not pleased. There could have been like people judging who you married because of class, because of race, maybe gender, forcing people to get married due to children. Like, well, because you have kids together, because you're pregnant, you need to marry her or you need to marry him. Um, oh, he's poor or you're poor or you can't date them or because we're rich or we have money or we're a prestigious family, you cannot date that person, you cannot marry that person. Um, there was a lot of different things going on or survival. Like I don't really love this person, but I need, this person's going to um, help me in society. Okay, there was a lot of sacrifices that were made, and it was not due to actual true love. And I feel like some of you guys may still be under that oppression that in some kind of way that this is manifesting in your love lives maybe today somehow. So just use your discernment with that and like how that may apply to you if it does. But definitely like even choices of dating the wrong people, like people that are not for your highest good or not healthy for you, but it could be something inside of you that feels like you should date certain people or caring about what other people think, or um hmm, yeah, I feel like these were decisions. It's like a history of bad choices or decisions, or not walking the path that you really wanted to. And maybe some people were like, no, I want to venture off. I want to go to college. I want to see the world. I want to do different things. I don't want to be a mother. I don't want to be married, or I'm not ready to have children. But some of the mothers in the family or the bloodline, their parents were like, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. You need to marry this person. And um, getting those type of energies. Okay, so that's one of the things that needs to be broken. It could be just dating in general or love. There's some sort of pattern that needs to be broken in love and relationships. Okay, what strengths or gifts have you inherited? What gifts were passed down to you? Okay, let's see. What strength or gifts have been passed down to you? Okay, we have the wheel with Aunt Caroline. So again, a lot of feminine energies is popping up in this reading. So you guys have an aunt that was pretty gifted. Okay. I feel like your wisdom, your strength comes from this aunt in particular. Okay. She could have been one of those, um, she could have been one of those aunts that moved in the beat of her own drum. She wasn't someone that maybe lived up to the status quo. And maybe you can kind of identify with that. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I want to read the story of Aunt Caroline. Her name is Aunt actually is Caroline Tracy Dye. Sorry, Aunt Caroline is her known name, but she was born Caroline Tracy Dye, and if I'm not mistaken, she was a hoodoo practitioner. Okay, um, so also too, I think she was a diviner as well. So her energy could resonate with you if you want to look her up, or just like a story like hers. But she was someone that I feel like was in her power and her gift. So you could inherit a lot of gifts as far as fortune telling, okay, some sort of ancient fortune telling, like maybe outside of tarot, like if you've ever been drawn to maybe like bone readings or tea leaf readings or coffee readings, or something that's like an ancient divinational tool, ruins, dice, something that is not as mainstream as tarot maybe. So you have the gift of that, or some kind of way of divining or being able to tell people or predict people's future. Okay. Maybe you're just like really gifted in hoodoo faith, or like hoodoo, not hoodoo faith, sorry, hoodoo practice, something with like your spiritual works and faith. Like maybe you just naturally know how to maybe come up with like a protection spell or something, or it's like you know how to get what you need. You know what herbs work, or you just intuitively might be guided towards a herb, and then you find out that it's what you needed for a particular thing. Something very powerful when it comes to like medicine, like spiritual medicine. I feel like you're gifted in that as well, and I feel like this is passed down from this auntie of yours. Like you're very connected, even if you don't realize it. And of course, if her blood is your blood, it runs through your veins. So of course, there's a piece of her in you, whether you are a man or a woman. Okay. Yeah, something about her just being like a energy shifter. Okay, what path should you embrace moving forward? So, what is your ancestors' advice to you on your journey ahead? Okay, what should you embrace moving forward on your path, on your journey? The Ten of Knives, Ten of Swords. Some of you guys do need to let go of something restricting you. It's like something like spiritually or energetically that is keeping you stuck. Okay. Now, for some, I got to be careful with what I say, but for some of you, it's like a religious energy, like a path, or because this is like a church. And this person that is kind of morbid, but the person that's coming out of this building or this house, They have knives in them. Like some sort of aspect of like what you've known, might have been like a faith or belief that was keeping you captive as a child. Like it could be some beautiful things that you can take from church if you were, you grew up in church or some sort of religious faith. Some beautiful things that you can take, but like as you're stepping out of that, it's some aspect that is needing to be cut away, that needs to be cut off. Okay. And if it's not religion, it's some sort of belief of some sort that is not healthy to you. You could be leaving like a certain environment that doesn't serve you, a certain organization or community, something along the lines of that. Like as you step away from that, a part of whoever you were once you identified with that or used to identify with that environment, that place, that community, whatever it is, like once you step away from that, that old part of yourself is gone. It's done. It no longer exists. It doesn't exist anymore. That's dead. It's gone. Okay. So on your journey, you're being called to, it's like, also they're saying as well, like certain beliefs that you've carried for a long time, they have very strong roots and foundations that kind of keep you in a negative pattern or thought process or beliefs that aren't serving you. That this is calling you to walk away from all of that. Let it go. Let it go. It's not serving you moving forward in your journey. Okay. All right. So, what joyful memory or legacy of your ancestors should you be honoring? What is it, a part of their legacy or memory, joyful memory that you should honor of your ancestors? The grandchildren, which is, if I'm not mistaken, I cannot remember what the grandchildren, I think the grandchildren card, let me remember, but if I can just read it intuitively without needing to know all the meanings and all of that, like I've been doing, this card would just be, it's the star card. Okay. Um, this card would just speak about those memories with your grandparent. Like for some of you, there's beautiful memories, things that your grandparents taught you. I'm getting specifically like a grandmother, but it could also be grandfathers as well that taught you certain values. Maybe they taught you how to cook something. Maybe your grandma shared her special recipe with you, or photo albums, or just words of wisdom or scripture that she would speak over you and bless you with. And maybe she taught you how to make your own like blessing oils or your own concoction, spiritual protection amulets, whatever it is. Or your grandpa could have taught you how to fish, whatever it is, okay? Some sort of joyful memory or something about the legacy that you can honor, and pass down maybe to your children, to your grandchildren, or something that you're still practicing today, still honoring today. Remember that of them. So if it's something that your grandparents taught you, like a recipe, like I said, or how to cook a particular thing, maybe cook that for today in honoring of them. Or your grandma taught you how to sew, or whatever it is, like honor her today by, maybe sitting down and sewing something, even if it's like a little tiny something, like a tiny blanket or a coffee mug holder or something, whatever it is. They taught you how to garden, something beautiful, okay? Let's see what else. How can you strengthen, like deepen the bond with your ancestors, whether through rituals, actions, or any symbols? Like what can you do to strengthen your bond and connection with your ancestors? And you got a couple cards. Okay. So here is some masculine energy for us. We have the Father of Coins, which is the King of Pentacles. And he seems to be very good at manifesting. There's a genie lamp here. maybe come to, yeah, your grandpas or fathers, if you have a passed over father, specifically if they're like an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn father. You have the free man, which is the fool, and the two of coins, two of pentacles, more masculine energy. So maybe you need to connect more so with your masculine side, your ancestors, your men, the men in your family a little bit more. Utilize, call on them. The free men, for some of you, these are like really old father figures, grandfathers, the fathers of your bloodline, where some of them could have been from other countries. Some of them could have been enslaved. They might have been born free at some point. Their parents were slaves, or let's say they came from another country, like anywhere around the world, whether it was Africa, Europe, China, wherever they came from, that they came, to some part of the world free, not having to endure the same things that maybe their ancestors, their parents and grandparents had to endure. And I feel like they are pretty swifty in the spirit realm. Like, they may know how to move without bounds. There's no restrictions. They're very powerful in the spirit realm. This card in this deck, if I'm not mistaken, like, this is a man that works with this, like, the graveyards. Like, he does graveyard work and like spiritual work. So like, paying your respects to the ancestors and saying like, okay, if we're gonna work together, and only take this if this resonates with you, but like, we're gonna work together. So, you know, here's what I can do for you. It's not like, I feel that they will help you with no problem. Like, they're gonna help you. But I feel like there's something about respecting the ancestors that you work with, like, it's not about what can you do for me and, this or that, but there's some sort of exchange, not a compromising exchange or like some sell your soul type of situation, but it's like a respect and honor of your ancestors. With the Two of Pentacles, especially if you've been having money problems, like these male ancestors, or maybe a particular male ancestor is really good with finances, or assisting you or helping you with finances. I feel like they'll be able to help you. Okay. All right, let's get a message from another deck. We're going to do some oracle messages now. Okay. I heard a windfall. So like, some of them might be able to help with like a financial windfall, child. I don't know what that means. Or just like helping you purify, cleanse. Maybe they'll give you like some tips on how to manage your money, how to clean up your clean up your debt, or straighten out your finances, manage your money better, maybe like encourage you or kind of guide you towards someone that can help you. Could be financial ideas, things that will be lucrative, financially abundant. Okay. So you have the candle card. So they may want you to get a candle and dedicate it to them. Okay. You might be led to a particular candle that might embody their energy. A simple white candle for me is one that I feel like works. Okay. So you guys may have an ancestor that is very heartbroken, that there's some trauma around losing children, losing a lover, pain, and in infidelity, and being left behind by a lover. So some of your feminine ancestors, this is kind of going back to that whole lineage thing of what needs to be broken in your lineage. There's some sort of healing with that. Clearing that energy out of your bloodline. And I feel like your ancestors will personally guide you. Yeah, familia, your family, they will personally guide you on how to do that. Okay, let's get some more messages from another deck, from our ancestors. Any more guidance, any more wisdom, anything that they want to share and impart with you. Good job, Chenoa. Good job. So you have the spider woman with destiny and clan animal totem with claiming. Okay. Certain animals could speak to you. I feel like um you have very powerful ancestors, and the women in your family are very, very powerful. And I feel like the matriarch in every culture for the most part is very significant. The mother is the birther of the bloodline. She's very, very powerful and significant and important. Um, your destiny, they're calling for you to pay attention to the animals that they send to you. These animals represent something about your future, okay? Or what to embody. It's like a heads up. And I did not mean to drop all these cards, but I did, okay? Some of them are the bear, some of them being the wolf, okay? Turtles. In my mind, what I saw was a panda. I saw a panda. They're saying you are very powerful as well. Like whatever runs through our veins, it runs through your veins. You have to know that we send you signs. We send you certain things that we know are going to get your attention, but you have to pay attention to the meaning of them. You have to look into the meaning. Don't just take it at face value and be like, oh, I saw 1111. Okay. No. Look into that. Sit with it for a minute. How do you feel? What's going on around you? What questions have you been asking? Okay. The wolf is very, very significant. So let's see. I want to see what this animal card means. It says the indigenous clan system helps us to identify what responsibilities each of us have in building and maintaining community. It is an important part of our identity. Animal spirit medicine represents each clan with different animals representing families and nations. This card is asking you to remember that you are here for a particular purpose. It is time to step into clarity and refinement. Remember that you cannot be and do all things. When we honor our unique soul present and that of another, we can rise together. You are gifted with unique medicine, and this card asks you to claim it with the help of an animal totem. Is there an animal that reminds you of how you move in the world? Or perhaps there is an animal that comes to your dreams or visions. The animal that appears asks you to accept your role upon this planet so that you may rise in medicine. When we follow our path and release doubt of why we are here, we stand in our own sacred resonance. As you do this, there is no room for comparison, judgment, jealousy, or envy. Clan medicine is here for you to walk in integrity with what you are here to do. With your animal totem at your side, you are able to stay in your own lane with clarity, alignment, and fierce knowing. The healing affirmation is I fully embody the purpose my soul chose when it came here. My identity is rooted and is clear. Okay, Ashe. Let's see, 48 with the Spider Woman Destiny. Says the legend shares that the Spider Woman is a helper of the people, inspiring the creation of spiderweb charm, otherwise known as the dream catcher. The spirit of your destiny speaks to you through Spider Woman and the dreams she helps weaves into being. She guides you back into your mother's womb and beyond, reminding you of your existence before you manifested into form. A pure woven miracle you are, made of the stars, the earth, the wind, and the rain. There are few potential destiny paths that are available to you, and with intention, she helps you collapse those that are no longer for your highest good. Only will you know the next steps to take towards the timeline that is of the most aligned frequency. Activating your creative energy, she reminds you to follow your inspirations and retrieve the destiny that has been laid out for you. It is time to follow through on your heart's desire and the steps being revealed to you. With Spider Woman Magical Medicine, you are in a perfect position to walk in alignment with what was seen for you before you had landed here upon the earth. She protects your dreams and asks you to trust the resilience of the web she has weaved for you. The affirmation is as I step into the timeline that is meant for me, my magnificent destiny awaits. Ashe. Okay. Beautiful. So that is your message, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay. Shout out to the ancestors. We send them much love, light, reverence, and honor, and respect, and remembrance of them on the other side. And until the next reading, much love.